Why are so many brokerages joining eXp Realty and rolling their entire independent brokerages into this incredible company? What I want to do today is explain two key things. Number one, which is why that's actually happening at scale and what a lot of people are starting to see when they start to vet this opportunity as a broker, which is keeping and retaining all of the beauties that they have as a broker while eliminating and mitigating all of the downsides that they have as a broker. And then what I'm going to do at the end is I'm going to talk about the unique solution that we've created within our group specifically, which is why so many brokers are joining our unique group. So without further ado, let's dive into some details and talk to you exactly about why so many independent brokerages are joining eXp. What's up, guys? My name is Mike Sherrard with eXp, and if you don't know who I am, I train thousands of agents every single year to scale their business the modern way using creative social media strategies, and I've broken multiple personal records at eXp since coming to the company, and I'm excited to dive into this. So let's get straight into it. Let's first talk about the pros of being a broker. Number one, you have ownership. Number two, you have full control of your branding and you're able to create a unique brand that aligns with you, your vision that you always wanted. And number three is you have the ability to get compensated through the agents that come to your brokerage, which is the ability to, again, make additional income streams based on the success that you've had as an incredible entrepreneur and a person in the real estate industry. Now, let's look at the downsides to being a broker. Number one, the costs, whether it be upfront costs, maintenance costs, overhead costs, ongoing costs, all of the costs in general are usually astronomical when you're a broker. Number two is the liability, the risk and liability that you have, the ability to get sued, the liability you have for all of the agents to make sure that they're doing what they're doing properly. And there's many situations where they're not. And that all falls on you, which means that you maintain and all of the risk and all the liability of that brokerage. Number three is the time and management aspect of it. So this might not be the right term, but a lot of people say it, so I'm just going to, which is adult daycare. And a lot of times when people are coming into your brokerage, you are the sole point of contact. You are the one doing all of this support. You're the one that's handling all the questions late at night, early in the morning, on weekends, on holidays for the agents, because you are the main point of contact and the sole point of contact for the agents who are looking to you for support. Number four is the exit strategy, or the lack thereof, which is the fact that, again, every single time I've seen a broker go to vet the opportunity of an exit at the end of their career when they're looking to wind down, I've never heard of a single broker getting the amount of money that they're expecting to after spending years, sometimes decades, building the brokerage that they work so hard for. And number five is that it's very difficult to scale, to open up all these physical brick and mortar offices, which again increases overhead, which again increases liability and risk. And there's all these, kind of negatives that come with it. And it's just very slow, very difficult to grow. So let's look at the benefits and why so many brokers are rolling their independent brokerages into eXp Realty. Number one, you can retain your branding. So let's say you're called Starlight Realty. You can come to eXp and be Starlight Realty brokered by eXp, and you can have the same logos and the same colors and the same branding as long as, again, you're abiding by company rules and regulations. But you're able to maintain everything you work so hard to build. You still have ownership. Now you just have ownership in the fastest growing brokerage in North American history. And then you also, again, have the ability to get compensated through the agents that come into the company. However, now you're no longer geographically restricted to the market or markets that you've opened your brokerage in. You have every single country, state, province that eXp is operating in. So now you take what you've done and you're expanding it without having to go set up all of that yourself. Now let's look at how eXp mitigates a lot of the cons or the downfalls about being a broker. Number one, the cost. You can still have, but you don't need a physical brick and mortar office, which allows you to, again, reduce your cost significantly. At eXp, you get free access to KV Core, so you don't have to pay for a CRM or an IDX website. You have SkySlope, so you don't have to pay for that. You have all of these different tools, resources that eXp is going to cover that you no longer have to cover. So when we start running the numbers, which I personally do for every broker that's looking to align and join us, I see massive amounts of savings coming from brokers that are looking to join because we're taking a lot of the cost from them. Let's look at number two, liability and risk. There is none because at eXp, the liability and risk is on the company. So now you're not the one that's getting sued. The company would be the one that's getting sued or taking any of the liability for the agents in your organization. Let's look at number three, which is the time and the management aspect of it. Traditionally at your brokerage, there's you and any admin staff that you have to pay for. At eXp, there's 950 or more paid employees in the cloud, and due to the fact that we're in Australia, they are 24 hours a day so that your agents can go into the cloud whenever they want and get immediate support on any aspect of the back end of the business, not coming to you. Additionally, there's multiple brokers in every single state and every single province and location. So now whenever a contractual question comes up or anything else, they go to the brokers, not to you. Now, obviously you can still support your agents as much as you would like, which many continue to do just based on the culture that they've created, but you don't have to. And this is a big example for you. If you're operating an independent brokerage right now and you go on vacation for 3 months and you don't answer a single phone call, text message, or email, what is going to happen to your brokerage and what's going to happen to your agents? You're going to come back to either A, lost agents, or B, upset agents. At eXp, again, based on the structure of having the multiple brokers available for your agents to leverage and the 950 employees in the cloud, you could go on that same vacation, not check a single thing, and your business is not going to be affected like it would be at a traditional brokerage operation. So now let's look at the exit strategy. When you start looking at, instead of selling your brokerage, a lot of people are looking to come to eXp with their independent brokerage because of the fact that you could stop closing deals, stop managing your agents, stop having all the involvement that you would if you were at a traditional brokerage, but instead of selling it, you get to benefit from the revenue share system so that you continue to get your monthly income and the distribution through the revenue share program, even if you're not actively involved, as long as you maintain a real estate license. So if you want to retire from owning your brokerage at 50, but you want to maintain your license till you're 70, instead of selling it for a lump sum, which is not going to be likely as much as you're hoping for, you can continue to get compensated from all of the younger agents below you that are working to build their business. And now your monthly income at most times is increasing without you even being involved for the next 20 years, which is super powerful. And now let's look at number 5, which is the ability to scale. Because eXp is not geographically restricted, being a cloud-based independent brokerage, we have the ability, and you have the ability, to bring in agents from your organization from any state, any province, multiple countries, as we continue to scale from 69 to 500,000 agents is the goal in the next 5 years. And you don't have to set up the new legislature and legal requirements and everything else in these new markets that you want to bring an agent in. The company has done that. So now you have the ability to scale. Now let's look at what my specific group has done in order to create a unique solution for brokers to mitigate even more risk and have a solution that they can plug into and scale from day one. There's 4 key things that most groups at the company struggle with, which is training, support, growth, retention. So let me address all 4 of these points to show you why so many independent brokers are looking to join our group. Number 1, which is the training. eXp has incredible training with the icon agents, which are our top producers, but no brokerage is perfect, and they are lacking certain training that I believe would help agents scale even further. So all of my training, all of my social media training on every single platform to help your agents generate leads, build their personal brand, and attract clients at scale is given for free, 7 tiers deep in your organization on every platform, and it's updated every single year. So all of our social media training, our unique production training, which is based on Tom Ferry, new agent training, revenue share growth training, which is how I've been able to break records without messaging a single agent at the company, solely by attracting every single person that's come to me, and a real estate investment training is given to every single agent 7 tiers deep. So now we take care of the training aspect of it that's lacking at the company. Number 2 is the support. So the contractual obligation of a sponsor at eXp is solely to bring an agent into the company, make sure they're, good to go, and that's it. And unfortunately, a lot of people treat it that way, which is they come into the company and then they're kind of on to the next agent. Whereas with our organization, myself and my sponsor, Connor, we have our calendars available for every single agent, 7 tiers deep, so that whenever somebody needs support, they don't come to you, they come to us if it's something that the broker or the cloud can't resolve, whether it be support of how to generate more leads, how to build their brand, how to scale their business, get into luxury, or get into video marketing, one-on-one every single time with myself. Never miss a meeting since coming to the company with any agent in our group. So now we take care of the support aspect of it. When you look at retention, we have 4 mastermind calls every single week, This is why we actually talked to the leadership not too long ago about how we have such high retention in the company, because of the fact that, again, we have such an intimate, close, collaborative culture with our group based on the cadence of 4 mastermind calls a week, diving into different aspects of what's really helping agents massively scale their business. So now what happens is your agents plug into an organization where they're involved in this ecosystem of constant education, a community of hundreds of agents that are showing up to these calls, and they feel like they're a part of a movement. And this is why we're so intimately connected, why we've got such patriotism within our group, and why the agents are retaining, because of the fact that they're plugging into someone that keeps them always in peak performance. So now retention's taken care of. And now the last aspect of it is growth. So one of the problems that a lot of people struggle with is how to grow the revenue share organization when they come to eXp with their brokerage, because you want to, again, take a step back, but now you're having to do these calls for agents looking to join your group. So what we've done is, instead of doing what most do, which is sending a templated video presentation that isn't of themselves, which pushes people away, or you having to take 60 to 90 minutes to, again, talk to the agent about the company, explain everything, handle the objections, run the numbers for them, do the follow-up, and then bring them on, which takes a ton of time. We do that for you. So now we take care of your growth as well. So that's why a lot of independent brokers are not just looking at eXp, but also looking at our unique group, because we've taken the incredible benefits of eXp, mitigating the risks while retaining the benefits of being a broker, and then bolted on a value stack that allows you to plug into it and take care of everything else that you would face at the company. So if you have any other questions about joining eXp with your brokerage, or at least allowing us to run the numbers for you, or just even explore the opportunity, I'd be more than happy to do so. Feel free to book a call. The links are in the description, or reach out anytime. So hopefully this provides clarity. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time.